Welcome back, everybody, to the ForbiddenCast. Today is episode 36. And I did not, I have no idea what to talk about for this episode. Last week's episode, I did my top 10 most influential albums. Real quick, I guess, before I try to figure out something that I should talk about on this episode is 5 extra little bonus ones. I already gave one away. It was Ola England's Masters of the Universe album. That one was really good. Number 2 would be my good buddy Lucas Jakes' second album, Creatures of Habit. I absolutely love that album. Learning it helped me kind of figure out how to write really good instrumentals, because if you take away the lyrics on that album, the songs also make really cool instrumentals, in my opinion. Number 3 would be Ozzy Osbourne's live Randy Rhoads tribute album. I absolutely love that album as well. Another one would be number 4. Ooh, that's going to be a tough one. I haven't really thought about these ones a bit in advance. I just kind of thought about it just now. Oh, jeez. What could it be? Honestly, probably Diamond Head's Lightning to the Nations album. I had learned, because of Metallica, I discovered Diamond Head and fell in love with Am I Evil? And honestly, most of the songs on this album, but they're just really, really good songs, and it made me dive into the whole Diamond Head music in general, so that's really cool. And then 5th, I guess, would have to be, it's a hard choice. It's a hard choice between Affinity, Haken's Affinity album, or Virus album released in 2020. Probably Virus, because almost every single song in this album I absolutely adore whenever it comes on, especially Messiah Complex. It's such a good song. Prosthetic is a cool one. Invasions is a really good one. Carousel's an amazing song, which, by the way, go to their YouTube channel to watch the bass playthrough of Carousel, performed by none other than Mr. Connor Green. He's really, really good. The Strain is an amazing song. Canary Yellow is probably, in my opinion, the weakest song on the album, in my opinion, but then Messiah Complex comes in with this 5-part long epic song. I kind of wish that they didn't cut it up into 5 sections, but they did. I wish it was just the one big. I think it comes out to like 17 minutes altogether. But yeah, it's a really, really good song. Awesome vocal lines, really cool guitar parts, crazy instrumental parts where like all the members of the band get to kind of shine through. And this song ends on a really sad, kind of quiet note with Only Stars, which is also a really, really good song. So yeah, so there's another 5 little bonus albums for you guys to check out. But yeah, goodness, I really, really don't know what to talk about for this episode. I've been thinking about it all day, and I've been procrastinating doing this because I don't have any idea. I guess that's been one thing that I've been super into lately is Batman. I always have been into Batman and like Batman movies and everything, and cartoons and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with that. Yeah, I've kind of recently gotten back into the whole superhero comic book stuff. Yeah, I really, really like Batman stories. There's tons of them, but yeah. Last night I tried watching Batman Ninja for the first time, and Uh, I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody, but it gets to a spot where I'm just kind of like, this is neat, but this isn't Batman anymore. I don't. So I kind of just totally lost interest at one point. It was good for the most part from up to, I think I watched most of it. Just really the ending, well, a part of the ending that was just really kind of a little too weird and anime-ish for me. And not to say that anime is bad at all, because it's not. Like, I mean, I've watched a few animes in my day. I've watched Death Note. I've watched the original Sword Art Online, which is a really, really good show. Both of those shows are really good shows. Um, I'm trying to think of what other animes I've watched. You Lie in April. That one there is kind of a more sadder, quiet-some one, but it's really good though. It's about a pianist who quit after his. Well, I guess I won't really give too much of away if anybody wants to watch it. It's not like one of those animes where it's like, big and exciting or whatever, but like it's a really, really cool story about just about this guy who found this girl who plays violin, and she she influences him to play keys again after he had quit for so long. And then it deals with like mental health and anxiety and tons of cool, interesting modern day stuff like that. So yeah, go check that out. But yeah, Batman. Yeah, I I don't really know what to say about Batman. I like it. I remember being a really big fan as a kid. I watched all of the movies. And it was funny, as a kid I never really liked the Dark Knight movies, the Dark Knight trilogy. I didn't even watch the last one with Bane, just because I was just really not interested at all. I watched Batman Begins. Is that the very first Dark Knight? Where like it's the origin story. And it was really, really, I was really not into it. It's kind of really boring. As a kid, for me, watching it as a kid, I did not like it. And then the second one with see Heath Ledger, is that his name? Who does the Joker? Um, Again, as a kid, never ever really captured what did it for me. It was just kind of I don't know. I like the cheesy kind of goofiness the of the earlier ones. And like is it Batman Forever? The one with the penguin in it. The one that George Clooney played Batman. I like that one. The very first one with Heath Ledger. Is it Heath Ledger? No, Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson's Joker. Yeah. Um, Jeez, I'm getting all my. I'm getting all of my my Jokers mixed up, but yeah, no, Jack Nicholson. Yeah, I liked his Joker. He did a really good job as the Joker. He was really creepy. But it was good. It was really it felt like the cartoons, whereas like the Dark Knight didn't feel like the cartoons, because I remember Batman the Brave and the Bold was also coming out at the same time whenever I was first getting into Batman, and it's a really good show. I actually also wanted to start rewatching that, but Netflix in Canada anyways doesn't have it anymore, which is super lame. Honestly, the Canadian Netflix really, really sucks. I mean, then again, I feel like everybody can probably say that, but I don't have a VPN, so I can't swap out. I don't know if any of them, if any of the Netflixes have Batman the Brave and the Bold. I don't know. It's a good show though, really, really good show. I liked it a lot. Um, but yeah, I remember back in the day on Teletoon, if I'm not wrong, which is basically um, I think a Canadian version, a Canadian like broadcasting channel that played Cartoon Network shows. So I mean, it had like Camp Lazlo and Ben 10 and geez, what else was there? that I used to watch. I mean, Batman the Brave and the Bold had the Transformers Prime. Got a fry stuck in my throat. But yeah, had that, the Transformers Prime cartoon. Did it air Transformers animated on there? Oh, was that on No, not Teletoon. I can't remember where Transformers animated. Transformers was another show that I used to watch a lot too. I can't remember, but I remember there was one specific day where like my entire family was doing stuff downstairs, and I had the whole upstairs to myself, and I was watching. It was one of the Batman movies. They were playing it on. They were doing like a Batman movie marathon on Teletoon to kind of promote the new Batman, the Brave and the Bold cartoon, and then once they aired, I think they did a back to back 2 different Batman movies, and then after that, they had aired the pilot episode of Batman the Brave and the Bold, if I'm not wrong. So that was really cool. I remember watching that. I can't remember which Batman movie it was before that though, but yeah. But yeah, cool. I mean, yeah, it's really interesting to see how kind of way different. I shouldn't say way different, but like how crazy some of the comic books can get compared to the movies. Like some of the comic stuff is like really crazy. I mean, the whole the Batman Who Laughs or whatever like comic book story is crazy. Like for anybody who doesn't know what that is, it's essentially a universe or like an anti-universe, like it's an like Earth -10 or something stupid, in the whole universe of DC. But like it's a universe and a world where Batman finally does kill the Joker, because it just pushes Batman to the absolute extreme, where like the point where Joker basically somehow recreates Bruce Wayne's parents dying and everything like that. It's pretty crazy. And then and then he snaps and then he kills the Joker. But then the Joker had wanted Batman to do that, and then once he did that, there was like a toxin that Joker had ingested or whatever, and started like spewing out of his mouth once he finally dies. And then Batman breathes it in, and it's like whatever the toxin was is the same kind of toxin that turned Joker into the Joker. And then that basically turns Batman into the Joker. And then yeah, he's just. But there's a thing though about Batman. It's like it's basically having Batman's intelligence and thoughts and all that, but then with Joker's morale. So I mean, like all the twisted, screwed up shit that like Joker would do. You know, like blowing up a children's hospital or something like that just for fun because he can. You know, or whatever. But you know, being able to pull it off with like out ever even leaving a trace to know that it was Batman. Yeah, it's just it's really creepy, and even that too, like just seeing Batman in a costume. Getting a phone call. Pause. Bonjour, mes amis. I've returned from my 2-hour-long phone call. Well, I mean, I did some extra stuff in between there, but yeah. I think I was talking about Batman before my phone call, maybe. I don't know. I don't really remember, but yeah. I mean, I don't know. Might as well. we're only 14 minutes in. Hey, I got time to talk about superheroes. Why not? I know I usually talk about music, but let's take it. Yeah. I don't know. Let's do that. Let's do my top 5 favorite DC superheroes and my top 5 Marvel superheroes. Number one, I mean, unlike my music category, my music top 10 list, this top 5 list is going to be like my absolute favorite to like the one that's like kind of like, all right. Um, so for DC, I'll start off with DC because I can remember more DC superheroes right now compared to Marvel. But DC, number one obviously has to go to Batman because Batman's just super super cool. Um, I've always liked Batman. Batman, I mean, he's able to kick Superman's ass constantly. I mean, he has like that's the thing about Batman. He can literally for the entire Justice League, he has a plan on how to eliminate every single one of them just in case any of them get out of line. Like even himself, like that's crazy to think about that like yeah, he's able to take down the entire Justice League. He knows all their vulnerabilities and everything like that. So that's pretty flippin' cool if you ask me. Um, Number two, just because he's the only one that comes to mind at the moment. Actually, I want to look up DC. DC heroes. DC heroes. Yes, give me that. Can I just get a list? No, I don't. No. Can I just get characters? There we go. DC Comics characters. No, not Suicide Squad. um. Huh. Okay. I know the Blue Beetle is definitely one of them. I know he's super cool. I like the Blue Beetle a lot. I like that his like suit's got like almost like Iron Man like capabilities, which I think is super cool. Um so I mean he's definitely in there. I don't know where to put him yet, but I'll figure that out at some point. I'm seeing a lot of villains. I don't want villains. I want heroes. Oh, is this just comics? Oh, that's what it is. Hmm. Because I don't know that many DC heroes. Apparently, I don't. Why are you giving me? It gave me the first page gave me a bunch of characters, and then is it just gonna be sorted by? Oh no, it's gonna give me Batman now. Okay. Um. Hmm. There you go. um. Batman and yeah, the Atom's pretty cool actually. Like he's, I think DC's kind of version um, of Ant-Man. So like he can shrink himself down and then he can make himself really big. If I'm not wrong. So yeah, I mean the Atom's actually kind of pretty cool too. Um, I like him. He was in the Batman the Brave and the Bold. Actually, yeah, let's look up that show because it had a lot of heroes in it. Um, Batman, the Brave, and the Bold. Can I get characters? Characters, yes, please. Yeah, so there's Batman, Blue Beetle, super cool. Um, Batmite, I hated Batmite so much. Booster Gold was always a lame character to me. I did not like Booster Gold. Um, hmm. Huh. Yeah, apparently I don't know. I mean, I always like Nightwing's design. I mean, I know he's just older Robin, but there was something always really cool about Nightwing as well. So far I have Batman, I have Blue Beetle, the Atom, and Nightwing. So, um, hmm. So yeah, because I mean, I don't know the I don't know. I never really liked the Green Lantern from the original Justice League cartoon. Um, which which one was that? At least the Justice League cartoon that I remember. I think it was just called Justice League, was it not? Justice League TV series, yeah, with the Green Lantern. Yeah, the Jon Stewart Green Lantern. That one there was my favorite adaptation of the Green Lantern because he was just a really calm. He was just a good Green Lantern, whereas the other more known one, which I forget what his name is now, um, he was really, I don't know. I don't really like how much of a preppy boy he is. Whereas like this one here, the Jon Stewart Green Lantern is a really good character. He's stern and just a cool guy. um, so yeah. Um, cool. Yeah. So there you go. That's that's I guess that's my favorite um, superheroes from DC. So number one is Batman. Number two is Blue Beetle. Number three is the Atom. Uh, Number four would be Nightwing, and then number five is the Jon Stewart Green Lantern. Cool. Interesting. So yeah, so let's go look at Marvel. I can tell you what number one is right now already for Marvel. It's Iron Man, 100% Iron Man. Um, there's something I don't know. There's something about Batman and Iron Man. They're both, I wouldn't say similar in the same way, but like they both have like a ton of different suits. They have tons of gadgets and stuff like that, which that was always the most interesting thing to me with superheroes. I love the gadgets and everything like that, like seeing the utility belts and I mean all of Iron Man's different suits. Like there was a 90s Iron Man cartoon. Um, I think it was literally just called Iron Man, but there's, and I think in the third or second season of the show, uh, the theme song changes and the intro to the show changes as well. And it's like there's a shot where Iron Man's picking a suit out, and then he flies through his tunnel of all of these suits, and like you get to like look at them all, and they're like there's blue suits and like gold suits and different kind of red suits with like different trims and stuff like that. And yeah, I just always wish I can see like what each of them do and like why each of them are different. I mean, that there was probably because of Mega Man. I was a huge Mega Man fan as a kid and still am. So I mean, like I love that whenever you get a new ability from like whatever boss that you fight and you end up killing at the end of the stage, you get their ability, and then you also get a different color scheme, which is my favorite part about Mega Man, and also that you can upgrade your suit and everything like that, which is really really cool. So I mean that's probably why I'm such a big fan of that. I love seeing characters grow and also be able to look cool, and that was the lamest thing to me for um, early RPGs on the SNES, because a lot of the times whenever you'd find like a new sword or like a new piece of armor or something like that, like you can equip it and yes, you'll grow stronger, but then your character doesn't change. He or she looks the same, or it or whatever. Sometimes, like in Secret of the Mana, you're a frog. No, not Secret of Mana. Sorry, Chrono Trigger. You play as the frog character, which I forget what his name is now. Really cool character though. But like yeah, like you find these new swords and stuff like that, but then like unlike Zelda or something like that, like you start off like A Link to the Past, you start off with just like this dinky little sword, and like even though that's a 16-bit game, like you have the dinky sword, and it's just like a gray looking sword. Whenever he swings it, it's it's that, and it doesn't have any sparkle or anything like that to it. But then once you get the Master Sword, um, you see the sword. It's like it's got a blue kind of grayish hue to it, and whenever you charge up the sword, it has the bolt that shoots out of it, and then it also has like this. Whenever you spin around to like you hold down the B button, you do the spin attack or whatever. It also does like the sparkly kind of ring that shoots out and everything. Um, so yeah, that's I don't know. That's probably where my whole thing of like liking to see the um, characters upgrade and stuff like that probably comes from. Which also, in fairness, honestly, is probably why I love pedals so much. If I'm gonna relate it to music somehow, because I like building up an arsenal and having all these different colors and flavors on like to be able to add to my sound. So that's probably why I like pedals so much and having so much different gear. um, but yeah. Ooh, who's Red Guardian? I never heard of Red Guardian before. Oh, that's who Red Guardian is. Okay, he's like the Canadian Captain America, I guess. Huh. I guess. I don't know. But yeah, so number one for me, for my top five favorite Marvel superheroes is Iron Man. Um, 3D man. Never heard of 3D man before. Never heard a lot of these characters. Ardwolf? Huh. Abomination. Ace. Yeah, I've never heard of any of these before. I was never a huge Spider-Man fan. Like I like the new movies with Tom Holland, and the original ones, but I don't know. I was never just super crazy on Spider-Man. Like he's cool and all. I think it's really neat, the abilities that he can have. But yeah, there's nothing ever really that really caught my eye too much with Spider-Man. Um, oh, Wolverine. Wolverine would be number two, I guess. Cause yeah, I don't know. Wolverine has always been a badass. Like he's just really really cool. Um, Anti-Cap, really. um, Jeez, I'm trying to figure out. I was never a huge fan of Captain America either. He's just kind of like I don't know, like they're all kind of cool, but like I don't know, like I like the ones that like stick out a lot. I'm trying to think of more. Um, Whenever it comes to like comic book stuff, I always end up thinking more about the villains than the actual heroes themselves. So yeah, I think so far I just have Iron Man and Wolverine, don't I? Jeez. I kind of had a phase where I was like slightly into the Hulk. I was never a huge Hulk fan, but like I don't know, he does have some cool stuff. Um, hmm, Interesting. Really? Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to look for like characters. I really can't find any. Wow. Blue Marvel. I've never heard of half of these guys. This is really weird. Boomerang. I love how like both DC and Marvel have like basically the same kind of characters, but they're just slightly different names. Hmm. I wish both of them, they both like both DC and Marvel. I wish they just had like a basic list of like all the characters, and then if you click on it, it'll show you like all the different universes and stuff like that once you click on the character. And I wish they'd also have them categorized so you can pick between, villains from whatever series. Goose. Who is Goose? Chewie the cat? Chewie the cat? Huh. Okay. Oh, that's right. That's one of the guys. Shoot, the human character in Guardians of the Galaxy. He's really cool. I like him. Shit, what's his name though? It's not Flynn Rider, is it? Characters. No, it's not Flynn. Star Lord. Yes, Star Lord's a really cool name, and he's a cool character. I like him a lot. Um, so he would be number 3. Wow, I'm only at 3. Huh. It's bad. It's real bad. Hmm. Wow, I guess you can tell I'm more of a DC fan, I guess. um. Hmm. Well, all right. Top 3 favorites of Marvel characters, I guess. It's already 30 minutes. Um. All right, real quick before I end the episode, because I feel like this episode's really, really boring. The song recommendation for this week, and that would have to go to um, a new song that I've recently just discovered by a 80s band called Loverboy. They are a Canadian band. They have a few hit songs, but the two that I think most people would know would be probably "Turn Me Loose," really killer song, and then "Working for the Weekend," the classic intro with the cowbell, and then it's both of those songs are really, really good and catchy. But the song that I'm going to recommend you guys taking a listen to is "Dangerous." This song it's just, I mean, all those 3 songs I just mentioned, super 80s. I mean, Loverboy actually has a full album that it's like a compilation album released in 2003 called "We Are the 80s." That I haven't listened to the whole album, but like definitely those 3 songs are really, really good. "Turn Me Loose" was a song that my dad used to have this burnt CD of a bunch of like songs that he listened to. It had Boston on it, had a Jerry Doucette song on it, had some Scorpions and Journey, just a bunch of classic 80s and 70s songs. And on that CD that my dad had, it had "Turn Me Loose" by Loverboy, and I love this song to pieces. Well, that song to pieces, but then listening more to Loverboy, "Dangerous" is also a really, really killer song. So yeah, please, by all means, go check that out. Go check out all of those songs. But yeah, Coolidge. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day or night or whenever it is you're listening to this too. I hope you're doing well. And thank you so much for watching. And I will catch you all next Monday on episode 37. We're almost at episode 40. Can you believe that? By the end, will it be by the end of this month that we get to episode 40? No. Next month. Next month, we're almost there. Wow. It's going to be 50 episodes pretty soon. By the end of this year, is it going to be 50 episodes? Because let's see. Let me figure out the math real quick. 37, 8, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and then 50. On the 20th of December should be episode 50 out. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, look at that. Christmas is on it's on a Saturday this week this year. Very nice.
Cool. See you later, everybody.